Turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop. Woohoo!
Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to attend our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. It's the best time to buy parts and schedule inspections all year. Take advantage of specials through December 13th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our winter service specials. Visit landmarkimp.com for a complete schedule and experience the Landmark difference.
This holiday season, recharge with the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. So instead of fighting a stranger in the mall over a stuffed T-Rex, bring a friend for free and work out on the TRX. Instead of freezing in line for a lame holiday deal, relax in the Black Card Spa with some hydro massage feels. Instead of being trapped at your in-laws, escape to any of our 2,600 Planet Fitness locations. Sign up today for the Planet Fitness Black Card. Just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 6th. See Club for details.
Nebraska's Christmas Light Show is back and bigger than ever. The Magical Lights of Lincoln Christmas Show runs from Black Friday through New Year's Eve at Sandhills Global Event Center. Bring the family for a show they'll never forget, featuring over 1.5 million lights. Cost is $25 per vehicle from Monday through Thursday, $30 on Friday and Saturday, and also $30 on Christmas Eve and Day. Purchase your tickets online today at ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com and get ready to experience a drive-through light show like you've never seen before.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, this is UnKut with former Nebraska baseball pitcher Kyle Perry on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Hey. Welcome in, 93.7 The Ticket. This is UnKut. I'm Kyle Perry. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. Always a pleasure. It's great to be back. Had Tyner Horn on the air yesterday. He's a sophomore right-handed pitcher, and he's going to be a guy that you look out for in the spring of 2025. The kid has a gift for an arm.
Cali kid, right? No, Kansas kid.
No, Kansas. Small-town Kansas kid. Only child. So those are kind of wild cards, when it comes to only children from small town USA.
Aren't you an only child there?
No, middle child.
Oh, okay.
No, geez, Harrison. No, I'm not.
You never bring him on here.
Do I give single? I did bring my brother that one time.
Oh, that's right. I did meet your brother.
Do I give only child vibes?
A little sometimes,
brother. That's crazy out of you.
I don't know, flexing the chain and all that good stuff.
I didn't mean to flex the chain.
No, you're good.
It's tucked.
No,
it's tucked. I'm always going to tuck it. Well, hey, there's a lot going on in the sports world. I think we're embarking on the probably the most entertaining.
If you want to call it that.
Well, yeah, I think it's
a little bit of panic set in with Husker Nation. I'm noticing.
So be it. It's happening. Countrywide. I'm not worried about Coach Rule and his year 3. That's the optimism going into next year, is that this, his year is his year 3.
That's always the one, right?
So I mean, that optimism isn't going to leave me. I'm going to keep drinking that Rule-Aid till either I pass out or he gets fired. So
if you're not drinking the Rule-Aid, like what's the other door look like? Is all I'm asking. Like fire him?
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's what it is where you're either a Rule guy where you're all in with them and sipping on it, or you're.
Yeah. And to be fair, I really haven't heard anybody call for him to even looked at yet.
I think at the end of the day, it's obvious. He's made it apparent that he's here to help Nebraska out in his full.
That's why he's got a local business here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything he's said or done backs that up. So I'm I'm going to stay behind him regardless. And I mean,
shout out to the Husker volleyball program for pulling some heavy weight, because his daughters love the volleyball team.
Well, I mean, hey,
it works.
They're always going to pull their weight. That's what they do.
But quite literally, that's what they do.
Yeah,
always pull their weight. You never have to second guess it.
Never have to kick them in the butt to tell them to get going. No. But seriously, I mean, I'm with Rule. But however way you look at it, I mean, we're going to a bowl. We're bowling for the first time in 8 years. So I mean, that's exciting. I don't care how you look at the season. I stand corrected. I said 1-3 was a miracle, and hey, we got 1-3.
All we needed. Just needed one.
So I mean, that's great, and I wanted to be proven wrong there, because now we got an extra game to look forward to, and I'm thrilled, tickled pink about it. But yeah, no matter how you look at it, Matt Rule is getting us to a bowl, in his second year. Yeah. So it's progress. Can we be satisfied with a potential 6-7 finish? No. Obviously, there's it's still a losing season. However, how you look at the bowl game, us making a bowl, you can also, regardless how you look at it, if we lose this bowl game, it's a losing season.
Yeah.
So
a lot of momentum though if you go 7-6.
Absolutely. And do those losses suck when you look back and you could count them up and your record would be great, and obviously that sucks, but the hindsight's undefeated. And this is where they're at, and so hopefully they come out an inspired club. If the team doesn't all transfer out, good Lord.
That's going to be a whole thing hard, because they gotta get down to 105 players.
And a couple coaches hitting the portal.
Yeah, we don't know about Knight.
Knight's on the fence still.
Flirted to be out there. That was pretty close to being official, but now you're the classic. You read the cryptic messages on social media, their profile, all that shenanigans. I don't try to make a lot of it, because it seems like cheap journalism, but hey, sometimes it's accurate. I don't know if anybody really knows for sure what he's thinking. But yeah, the only one we do know definitely is Tony White.
Yeah, and I mean, good for him. He came in, he did his job. I mean, his defense has been staunch. Obviously, they've had their ups and downs, but he's obviously one of the highly touted coaches out there.
Yeah, I mean, this was a defensive led program the entire time he was here.
No doubt, and it would have been great if the offense would have pulled their weight to bring that back a little bit. But yeah, no, it's. However you look at the season, we're going to a bowl. That's progress. We love progress. That's what this team needs. It's what the program needs, is just a little bit of progress, because we've been right there for so long. So shout out to Matt Rule and company for getting that done. And you're right. I think it propels us. If we get a win in this bowl game, it propels us into you've seen it happen so many times in the past where, a team that's in a position where we're at either wins or loses that bowl game, and it can send you two different directions. We're also in a very unique spot where we haven't been there for a while.
It's going to mean a lot to us, which is the good thing, right?
No doubt. And we're a household name, Nebraska. And so to get back to where we used to be takes one of these games and a bowl win to propel us. And I was thinking how that UCLA game would affect us down the road. And I thought that it would push us back a couple of years when it came to
I don't blame you. The way that thing came,
and I still feel that way
It set us back.
It definitely set us
Punked
back.
us at home.
Because you never know what happens after that. Once you punch your ticket to a bowl game, if we come out the next game and we're super free and playing loose and, nothing to lose, but like it seemed like after that, everything was playing not to lose sort of a deal. And
the USC game, I mean, just like I had opportunities to make big plays and like you want it. I wanted to just want it so bad and you lose a little bit of focus, you try to do too much.
Yeah.
So we just had guys in the USC game was craziest one because we had guys in the right position. Tony White was calling the right calls on defense over and over and over. You just got to make the play.
Yeah.
But you're think they're just trying so hard to break the curse and like overthinking it. And then they're just a little bit out of position. They're a little bit late.
Yeah.
Dropping the interception. So it's just good to get that conversation done with.
No doubt.
Like you don't have to think, here we go again. If you do, stop it. Like you're bowling, it's over.
Right.
Now you just go win ball games. And if you lose one here and there, that's going to happen. But don't think it's like some sort of stupid curse. Like we're over the curse era.
Yeah, I think it punches our ticket right out of the curse era. If you ever believed in that or not. But
a lot of people, I mean, it got to the point where the supernatural was seeming like a legitimate possibility.
It definitely did.
Because the analytic anomalies were getting to the point where a NASA scientist would have to double look.
Because say hypothetically we get the traditional Wisconsin team that we didn't see this year, and then we lose to Iowa the way we did, I'd be all in on the curse, supernatural, whatever impact or divine intervention, however you want to twist it, into the Husker football program.
I'd be doing something. I'd be a couple more prayers, maybe even a full rosemary before I go to sleep.
Because I mean, an Iowa game like that and the Iowa games previous are enough to make you think that way. I mean,
well, the way it finished was very
terrible,
tongue in cheek. It's like, okay, I thought we were done.
Very similar to the 2021 Nebraska Michigan game. Yeah, that's what I thought of.
Very similar to the Iowa game not too long ago. Finished 13-10.
Well, yeah, and we have the ball with in winning time.
And we
strip sack. Oh no,
turn it over.
Oh no.
And I think there was, not even kidding, exactly like 22 seconds left too when it happened.
Okay.
Like the clock was the exact same.
Just like
the score was
Michigan
the exact same. The only difference was in that game, Iowa had some third down conversions. They were 0 for 10 in their victory. I still just can't help but go over the stats and say they won that ball game.
It's crazy.
2 turnovers.
Won every category but the freaking
turnovers.
Well, yeah, the turnovers, but
we lost the turnover battle and they win.
Yeah, it's too bad. And I mean,
you look at all the games we lost during that stretch and Dylan Royale's performance, that's when all those picks came from him.
Yeah, and you turn it over where they turned it over at. I mean, it gave them good field possession, it seemed like, every time.
Which I'll say this, when we turn the ball over this year, it's been consistently in our territory. Yeah, like right in the red zone. Like, hey, don't worry, we'll do it right away for you.
Yeah.
Like we won't march down the field and at least make a tough field position. Like, we'll give it to here's our front door, here's the ball. Go nuts.
It's tough. It is tough to kind of break out of that. Are we in a supernatural? But you can always go back to now, sitting here in December, that we're going bowling, however way you twist it.
And if you win this bowl game, you're not thinking any of that anymore.
No. Everyone forgets about the one score losses leading up to this point, and here's to the future.
Well, that's the beautiful part about wins, right? You can say this as a Husker baseball player. You can say this if you played anything. Like one win washes everything away.
Winning cures all, man.
It really does.
It does. It's you want to talk about culture? The best culture is winning. You go and win, and wow, suddenly everyone's happier. Everyone's not on edge. Coaches are little bit more laid back. They're not snapping at you. Practices are crisper. Everyone's loose, right? I mean,
you're clicking. Crazy. You're winning ball games, so you're like, all right.
And no one's questioning why or how you're winning games. But boy, when you start losing them, it's questions. How the hell how are we losing the way we're losing? What's going on? How do we fix it?
What's the number when all hell breaks loose in baseball? For football, it's usually like 4-game losing streak. 3, and in the NFL, it's like 3 games is.
I think once you start to go on a losing streak, so 3, I think is pretty baseball. Consistent. I mean, it's like you drop 3 because I mean,
baseball you play so much though. I think you could lose like 8 straight and being like bounce back.
No, that would be rough. Losing 8 straight wouldn't be good. I can't remember what the worst losing stretch we went on, because our 2022 season was a disaster. But yeah, I can't remember. We lost a lot that year, but I can't remember how many games we lost consecutively. Yeah. But I'd say 3 is when you start, whenever everything starts to start questioning everything, and You never want to be in that spot.
Well,
It's a terrible place to
baseball,
be.
there's not a lot of practice time either.
Right.
At least for football, like you got an entire week. Like, let's fix this. Baseball, who knows when your next game is.
It's a terrible place to be, regardless of sport. I mean, basketball too. I mean, because at some point you got
last year.
Oh, dude.
Like they were losing games, but a lot of those games were like by 2 points, 3 points.
Yeah.
Like you make 4 free throws that day, you win the game. But for whatever reason, like once it's in your head.
Yeah, and it makes you think, because I mean, when you're working with professional athletes, right? Like they're getting paid so much. I mean, those NBA guys, they're getting paid so much, regardless of what their role is on the team.
Yeah,
they're getting paid a hefty penny. But like, regardless of the money, regardless of the city you're living in, if you're losing that much in your profession, that takes a toll on you. I would just love to not crawl into the skin, but just kind of pick a brain of a professional athlete, like say a Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, what was that like?
Top dog, 1-1 in the draft. And then you lose over, and it's not like you had crazy success in college at OSU. It's just losing, and oh no, we're losing again. What is it, 20 straight now?
They fire your head coach after 1 year, after an insane deal they give him.
And it's just crazy because it's such a business, but at the same time, I mean, you're human. You're a competitor. If you get to that level, either you're a top-notch competitor or you're just naturally gifted guy that loves to go out and hoop or whatever.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, I feel like no one likes losing. If you like losing, then boy. But like I said, professionals, they're getting paid a lot. At what point does that, start really taking a toll on you?
I think you see that with Dak Prescott this year.
Sure.
Dak Prescott's been like, it just, because like, you got to think like these guys got families and stuff. And if you dig into the Dak Prescott stuff, like you'll understand, like it's been a brutal stretch for the guy, like off the football field. And then you're a Dallas Cowboy on top of it. So you're quote unquote America's team. You got the biggest fan base. You also got the most haters. And then the Cowboys fan base starts eating you alive. So he's got the haters making fun of Dak because it's easy. It's the Cowboys. And then you got your own fan base just ripping you apart on top of what's just been a brutal, off the field situation for him. In the meantime, though, he's like one of the most charity giving NFL players out there. But the guys, just going through it still, I imagine. Because I mean, everyone, for being like what seems like a good guy off the field, like takes an incredible amount of heat.
Sure. And
it's got to destroy him a little bit.
What's his contract say? What's he getting paid? Like $500 million or something like that?
Yeah, it just got signed for this year. Let's take a peek here.
So with that being said, yes, at the end of the day, they're human. At the end of the day, you got to think about, wow, like
4 years, $240 million.
There you go. So you empathize with this situation. Like, damn, this has got to be tough, right?
That was Rocky Russo's whole point, talking about the coaches. Because in the USHL, Omaha Lancers just fired their coach again, and that's like 9 coaches in 3 years.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, a crazy stretch.
Jeez, Omaha.
And he was talking about, he's like, listen, like I get it. Like these are coaches, they get paid, but he's like, at some point, like they moved their family down there, and one of the coaches got fired after 4 games.
Ouch.
Yeah, 4, which is nuts to like pull the plug after 4 games. And again, we maybe there's stuff behind the scenes we don't know. And then they fired another coach only 18 games in.
Oh man.
And so especially if you're USHL coach, like you're not getting paid millions.
Right.
And you're probably, if you got a family, you're moving your family out there.
And you're trying to climb that ladder.
And you sign this place for an apartment, and you got it there for a year lease or a house even. You bought a house, and like 4 games in, and like you got to go home to your family. I mean, like, yeah, we're fired. I don't know I know we just got this house or this lease.
That's pretty cruel.
Yeah. And that's, a good organization understands the human element of it.
Yeah.
And that's how you get the Steelers and Mike Tomlin. And
No
just like
doubt.
and like the Steelers with all the coaches, and why they don't fire coaches all the time. They have like a very good organization from top down.
He's kind of got that Bo Pelini thing going on. You look at him and you're like, wow, this dude's gotten 10 wins, double-digit wins for however many years in a row.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
And they're just quiet.
They're number 1 in their division this year.
Like, the Steelers are in the mix, and then year after year, the Steelers are always in the mix, right? I mean, if you can consistently give yourself a shot, it's like being a starting pitcher. If you give your team a shot every time you go out every year, like as a coach, I mean, what's there not to like?
Well, this is great. Like Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, right? And like this division, they're in the AFC North too. So that's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. I know the Bengals record isn't good, but that offense is really good. It's their defense that's been hurting them. But then you got the Browns. Sure, the Browns are weak, but you got the Bengals and Ravens in your division, and they're winning it. They with 9-3 record. 9-3.
So they're going to get to 10 wins again, and I mean it's crazy. He seems like he'd be a great guy to play for.
Oh, he'd be probably one of the best. Like if you were a rookie and you had to pick a team, you probably would feel best with the Steelers because they even with Kenny Pickett, they found a way to go 500.
Crazy.
Like it doesn't matter. He will figure out a game plan that works for the guys he has. So if, you're a player. You're like Mike Tomlin's going to figure whatever I have to offer. Mike Tomlin knows how to get it out of me.
And professionals, they want a guy that they can go to war for. Because if you don't have that attribute as a coach in professional sports, it's like
that's where
you might as well not be the coach, or the manager. Because like a lot of very successful managers in baseball, man, they go and their team would go to war with them any day of the week, and so I think Tomlin presents that aura.
Tomlin, Dan Campbell,
like
those are guys.
absolutely.
D'Amico Ryan, Texans, like there's Eberflus for the Bears. No, he got fired for a reason.
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. This has been a train wreck of a season for you.
I'll say this much:
such a teaser out of the gate too.
The Vikings overtime loss, where we make an awesome drive, we get the onside kick to go to OT just to piss it down our leg. Then you go to the Packers, field goal to win it, gets blocked. So then you go to that game, to Detroit Lions Thanksgiving Day. Everybody's watching. You fail to take the timeout, whatever. Those three games, all within 11 days. That was
whatever.
11-day stretch.
Tough.
On top of Husker football's lost to Iowa. Oh,
yeah.
My goodness.
I mean, hell, your sweatshirt doesn't even want to wear the Bears right now.
It's fading out. Fading out for all those. I'll put it on camera here.
Yeah,
for all those listening on the brick, you can't even see it on stream. I got a Bears sweatshirt. I haven't even worn it that much. So I think the life's finally fading. From
it looks like you've been washing that thing since the Dick era. Hey, no, you're the man though for still repping it.
Hey,
respect.
You're a traitor if you leave your team.
Spineless coward.
Well, can you imagine if imagine if I showed up with like Arrowhead gear, Chiefs, just like I was a Chiefs fan. The next time you saw me,
I'd be pretty disappointed.
It's despicable behavior.
It would be.
Yeah. So you got to rock with what you got.
No doubt, brother. Yeah. Well, hey, we can keep chopping it up after the break, man. This is 93.7 The Ticket, Uncut.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Range of benefits to thank you for your service, but it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your County Veteran Service Officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free, so visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Have you been accused of a crime and don't know where to turn? At Liberty Law Group, we understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you're up against the legal system, you need an advocate you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Liberty Law's experienced trial attorneys are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Don't let a criminal charge ruin your life. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group, trial attorneys you need, advocates you deserve. That's 877-42-LIBERTY or libertylawnebraska.com.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Bryant at 402-467-1111 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-467-1111.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solution offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2040 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Back to UnKut with Kyle Perry on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
All right, welcome back. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Kyle Perry. This is UnKut. Here with Harrison Arns, just chilling on a brisk Tuesday night here in the heart of Lincoln, Nebraska. It's great to be here, man. Hey, we got a little bit. We went a little bit everywhere on the first segment. Got to talk about the transfer portal. Tony White's dipping down to Florida, to Florida State to be a Seminole. I think that's a great move. And it's fair.
I wish him luck.
I do too. And I'm sure we're not going to encounter Florida State anytime soon. So
I'll tell you about the ACC.
Good luck to him. Interesting move in that aspect.
Oh, I mean, ACC is not that good. Like, if you're him, hey.
Does the ACC exist in 5 years?
Yeah, it will.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because,
I mean, Miami's getting in this year, probably. I don't actually, they lost that last one. Well, the ACC championship game. So, yeah, I think, like, it's still a valid bid to get into the playoffs.
No doubt.
And it's probably going to go, we're not far away from it going from 12. I wouldn't be surprised if next season they announce we're going to expand it to 18 teams.
Because I'm thinking here with like a Miami situation and the way how fluid the conferences have been.
Yeah.
Who's to say that Miami doesn't join the SEC?
Nah.
No?
No, SEC wouldn't want Miami.
You don't think?
Nah, I don't.
You think they're too big league for that?
No, I just think the thing's been growing so much already.
Exactly.
Like, they're going to, I think, wait for things to settle down a little bit. You also got the roster limits. Like, there's so many moving pieces. I think conference realignment, the dust is settled. Not to say that it's permanently settled, but at least for a little while. I don't think. Yeah. Outside of like the Pac-12, like the smaller conferences are going to keep working, but I think the Big Ten and SEC are set.
Right. And
I'm
with you. I'm with you. Absolutely. So you think now more it's going to be more of the small smaller, I guess, the group of 5 schools moving into the ACC.
Yeah. And we saw that with the Pac-12
and
already.
the Big 12.
Like we saw all those state schools hop into the Pac-12 when there was an opening.
Right. And into the Big 12 as well.
Yeah, the Big 12 just got a bunch of different teams. Who would have thought
BYU,
Colorado?
Houston, Colorado. I mean, crazy.
Who would have thought Colorado dominated?
And I think it's better for the, like a conference like the Big 12. The Big 10 is the craziest story out of them all, because now we're going coast to coast.
Yeah, the West Coast is bizarre to have the Big 10. To have Nebraska be the closest school to either Washington, Oregon, USC, or UCLA is insane.
I think it puts
because
us
it's halfway across the country.
I think it puts us in a really cool,
advantageous,
unique, advantageous.
We got to go east and west.
You're
We're
right.
dab in the center, so at least it's easy to get out.
Right. I wonder how Rutgers feels. They're just kind of like looking down on everybody. Just
Oh man,
on
I
top.
wonder how Rutgers feels, when USC goes all the way out to Rutgers and beats them.
That's gotta suck.
And being a Scarlet Knight, you got these the jet lag, the time difference, and they show up and beat you at home.
Yeah, that's got to be tough.
Really disadvantageous for those West Coast schools, and that's the biggest thing about the conference realignment that surprised me. I'm like, that's a massive disadvantage
because they have to.
Like, you have to go out to Ohio State. Like, that's decent travel. Like, and you're going through time zones. So it's gonna throw you off a little bit.
I mean, that's a 2-hour change
on top of the cold,
and going out there, you're losing those 2 hours,
losing them, and you're entering cold, crappy weather if it's late in the season.
Because I feel like it's almost advantageous for the East Coast schools, or the ones.
Yeah, because they gain hours. They can just sleep it off.
Well, yeah, it's great.
So
that's kind of I didn't even really think about the time zone.
It's a big deal
but that's definitely a play, especially in a game like basketball where a quick turnaround, you got to be ready to go.
Yeah. Well, baseball, we'll find out what that looks like.
Right, and Nebraska's in a good spot because we're only losing 1 hour.
Yeah, at least with baseball though,
so.
it's series, and you're out there for a little bit.
Yeah.
You can adjust, and if the first game doesn't go well, you can try to bounce back the next day after you're a little more adjusted.
Right. And it would be great to go down to USC, UCLA.
I was going to say, it's unfortunate you missed that era. Like, I feel like if you're for basketball, football, not as much outside of Memorial Coliseum. I think USC would be a cool. People love Autzen, Oregon Stadium. I'm whatever.
Isn't that the only stadium shaped like the logo, or how are they do it?
Yeah.
Or like it's in the logo.
Yeah,
they say it's in the logo.
Yeah,
it
looks. I mean, it's an O. I could pick a lot of stadiums that I'm like, look, the Oregon O.
I've been seeing a lot of like rebrand stuff on like TikTok and whatnot about these design people that were probably in sports media and did all the Photoshop stuff. And they're doing like rebrands of the professional teams.
Yeah, I'll tell you,
dude, there are some teams that need it.
I was gonna ask you. I mean, that's a great question. Give me a pro team. I mean, you can pick the pro team.
Well, the last one I saw
NFL,
was the Los Angeles Angels. Some guy did a really cool rebrand on it, and they kind of mixed old with new. And
who needs one though? Like, actually,
who needs one? The Raptors, Toronto Raptors, need to turn back the clock. The black and red with what they got going on. It's gotten them a championship, but that was kind of, if you saw the Jaguar rebrand, did you see that?
No.
The Jaguar, the car. They rebranded, and it was about that bad as of a turn, where it's like you turned such a beautiful thing into a pile of junk. That's kind of, look at the Jaguar new logo. That's what
we're talking the car.
Yeah. But yeah, that you hate to see it. Because the retro, the 90s look.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They just got rid of the Jaguar.
Crazy. And the font's a little bit bubbly, isn't it?
Enough with the cute, dumb fonts that are harder to read.
It's just stupid.
That is the worst rebrand. They just took away their iconic. Now they don't have an iconic logo.
It's very strange, and I feel like you're seeing a lot of people do that.
I don't under.
It's like a modern. They think less is more.
Well, you
and
think
it's like,
the Redskins are coming back though? Apparently,
are they?
There's murmurs that they're pushing for it. Come back.
It's crazy. It's crazy to have. If there was a big push by Native Americans to take away that representation,
it makes
then
sense.
Great. But I feel like that never was the case, and I felt like that was kind of a tribute to Native Americans, and I think that's how they took it, because I feel like everything I've seen from them and being represented on an NFL helmet was always positive. But I may be wrong, but that wasn't interesting. And then going to the Commanders is just, I get it with
Yeah. Well, to your point, right? In 2023, the Native American Guardians Association created an online petition advocating for a return to the name and logo as a way to honor the bravery, resilience, and warrior spirit associated with Native American culture.
And it's an iconic logo.
So you have the American Guardians Association, Native American Guardians Association, putting a petition together to bring it back.
Which is
so none of this is official. Like this is, from like places like The Independent, sometimes even New York Times about bringing it back. There's nothing official, but there is a senator at least pushing for it.
That's crazy that that was from the Native American Guardian Association, or what was it? Yeah. So the Cleveland, formerly the Indians, went to Guardians. So I guess that if that was intentional, I guess I never caught that. So that's that's interesting. If they did the rebrand, took away Chief Wahoo, their iconic logo.
Yeah.
Both iconic logos, the Redskins and the Indians. But to take away that, I wonder if they did that to pay homage to them in a little bit more subliminal way.
That's a rabbit hole.
Interesting.
I wouldn't know where to start with that.
This is what we do on UnKut, man. I mean, it's like we talk about logo redesigning and who needs a rebrand. The Raptors do need a rebrand.
Yeah, why they got away from the purple red Raptor,
the Vince Carter freaking era. That'll, because there's so many cool things you can do with basketball swag, the basketball jerseys, the courts,
and Nike. I'll say this because we're an Adidas school. They suck with the NBA. Are you kidding me?
Nike sucks with the NBA.
Dude, I am tired of it. Have you seen the courts?
Well, I was gonna say they've been doing too much with the courts.
Play-in courts.
Yeah,
terrible. The jerseys, they're cheaper and they rip apart more.
Yeah.
And the Lakers got a banana yellow instead of the purple. I'm not even a Lakers fan, and I notice. I don't know how Lakers fans. If you're a Lakers fan, chime in. Yeah. I don't know how that doesn't drive you insane. They changed. It's no longer the purple and gold. It's purple and like banana yellow.
Really? I
just don't understand. Like if I was a Lakers fan, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, what'd you do with the iconic colors of the Los Angeles Lakers? And if you're the Celtics and you're playing the Lakers, that's my point I always go to, because I saw it once and I maybe want to puke. You got Lakers and Celtics, right? That's iconic. Purple and gold versus the green. That's what you're going to do. That's going to be the jerseys. The Celtics were wearing, I think they were like blacks. They're all out black. And the Lakers were wearing their Minnesota jerseys. They're alternates, whatever you want, city edition.
Are they the blue ones?
Yeah,
or purple and blue.
Cool jerseys.
Yeah.
But you have the Celtics and the Lakers playing. And
right.
you got
the
Lakers wearing
game,
blue.
You got to wear the OGs.
Yeah. There's too many times I turn on an NBA game. I'm looking at the colors. I'm like, who the hell's playing right now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. It's crazy. You're absolutely right, because I don't watch NBA much, but I'm right there with you.
That's why I like the Bulls.
It's like, wow.
Their uniform doesn't change. Their logo hasn't changed.
Their logo is beautiful. And I love that Bull.
And I thank God that nobody whatever maniac worked for Jaguar. I'm glad there's nobody like that ever worked for the Bulls marketing.
Well, it's almost like it's intentional when it comes to like doing that to maybe because I mean, it's like when it comes to
I know what it is.
To a successful car company, it's like, oh, all press can be good press when you've already made it.
I guarantee you they bought a ton of Jaguar stock right after it got announced.
Really?
Yeah, I bet you.
If they go back to it, then I guess that could be true. But I mean, if they stick with that, that's just a brutal mistake.
Yeah, drop the logo design. A bunch of people are like, oh, Jaguar's cashing out. The stock dips, you buy.
Yeah.
Bring the logo back. So that's the play right there.
Well, it's just weird because like now that logo is going to probably become like a retro logo, which is just it's been their logo for
redesign. Like a team that took a design and somehow made it even worse.
I feel like they're, and to give kudos to a team that's kind of held their ground. I mean, the Seattle Mariners, their whole branding scheme has grown on me a lot.
They have held their ground.
Yeah.
That is they really stuck by what they believed in.
They had those turn back the clock.
Yeah.
That game against the Royals back in the 90s. Did you see that?
Where
they had the ugliest uniforms.
Yeah.
But that was one that they're, notably, I think that's a Jaguar right there. Shout out. No, they wore for special jerseys for just one game, turn back the clock game with the Royals, and they're I think it was the whole point was like to try to predict what the jerseys are going to look like, and at this time or something, and it was just stupid and kind of alien like, like looking like they just popped out of outer space, So But no, shout out to the Mariners. Gosh, who did that?
Yeah, you remember the Browns?
Yeah.
The Browns had, so it wasn't like a hardcore redesign. It was a colorway though that they had a year, and it was the orange pants, but the brown jersey with the orange stripes on the brown jersey with the still orange helmet. It was orange on brown on orange, and it was tough to look at.
Well, if you're listening out there, let us know because I'm kind of drawing a blank here, and I know there's plenty out there.
It's similar, right? Because I get it. They were the orange on brown on orange now, but I think it was something to do with like the orange stripes on the brown.
Yeah.
It just something happened where the brown was too much.
No, I gotcha. And there's been so many teams and schools that have done that I'm just freaking drawing a blank because I feel like I've seen so many of them. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm
because
the Raptors are the easiest redesign fails. Timberwolves are another redesign fail. Remember when they had the awesome jersey was with the trees?
Yeah,
outlining the neck.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, you got to go
with
back
the green.
then, Kevin Garnett days.
Yeah.
NBA does this a lot. They nail it and then they change it for some reason.
You know what? That almost calls for a Google. Because man,
Patriots are another good team. They the iconic helmet they used to really have. They still bring it out a lot because it's that iconic.
Yeah, no doubt.
But the Patriots used to have some awesome.
Oh, this is good. I just looked up bad rebrands, and we have plenty of subject matter here.
Okay, give me one, and we'll throw it to break.
Burger King. That was a good. Burger King had a really bad one.
What was the old one?
Here, this one, I guess. I think they're saying that. Well, they're saying this is the before.
Yeah, that's the before. That's the
and
one
then they changed back to the retro, which is that one's a little.
The
iffy.
before looks more retro than the one now.
Yeah, that's interesting. Fanta. Let's see. Dang, man.
Give me a good
Pepsi.
one. Give me a good one and we'll get out of here.
Okay. Let's see, brother. I'm seeing a lot of repeats.
Jaguar is the worst one so far, honestly.
No, that's a really bad
because that's
one.
insane. For all those who are just tuning in, driving in the car, Jaguar, they changed their logo. No longer has the Jaguar. Just has a poor font. I'm so tired of the cute fonts. It's a bad font. It's
I
hard to
like
read.
this one. TGI Fridays to TGI Fridays with less pizzazz to just Fridays with black and white. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know why that's how marketing goes.
No, we're touching about everything from bad rebrands to the transfer portal. We'll talk a lot more about that in our last segment. This is Uncut.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on O Street.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings and Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to UnKut with Kyle Perry on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Powered by the Teammates Mentoring Program.
Bring me on in here. Hey, welcome back. UnKut. I'm Kyle Perry, Harrison Arns on the 1s and 2s here on 93.7 The Ticket. Fired up to be here. We've touched on a little bit of everything here. A little Husker football, a little transfer portal talk. Tony White to the Seminoles. Terrence Knighton on the fence. And we kind of segued our way into some bad rebrands. All right. Jaguar just had a recent terrible rebrand. We're thinking, why are these brands thinking less is more so much to where they're willing to trade up an iconic logo such as the Jaguar or however you pronounce it.
They used Times New Roman and just have Jaguar, and it would have been better than what their redesign is.
It's crazy. They got like the neutral seltzer font with Jaguar with no cat on the logo, which is just crazy because that's the whole thing. You could have just the cat. No one
Everybody knows
need
what
the
it
words
is.
or the letters. Super bizarre. You say maybe it could be a stock market strategy.
Yeah, I don't get it all. That just seems insane Because you can show anybody that logo and they'll be like, oh, Jaguar.
Right.
Just the cat, not the word Jaguar. Just show them the cat. That's the part is the most identifiable.
Yeah.
And everyone will go, Jaguar. You chose to get rid of the most identifiable part of your brand.
Yeah, you changed the font, so what? But I mean, you took out the cat too.
You took
so
out the cat.
Very bizarre.
It's still Jaguar, but it's no longer the iconic logo is gone.
Yeah, and I felt like as a society, we kind of hit a. I'm not sure when this happened, but I do remember like growing up and like seeing like look at modern homes versus like cathedral era like design of architecture and whatnot. But like to where things like just super cut and dry. Like, oh, you got a house that's got 3 blocks here and a very basic. It's a black and gray house, and you got these a sleek look to it, which it looks good, but then you do it over and over and over again. And then like brands, when they do it, it's just a terrible look.
Yeah.
We mentioned the Raptors, the Houston Rockets, another great one. You said they do it a lot in the NBA, and it proves true.
Rockets.
The Houston Rockets
Forgot about
had
that.
a really,
they used to have an awesome logo.
It's like people gave like these teams or companies, they gave someone like a very talented artist, a blank canvas. Hey, give us a great logo. They give you this gorgeous logo with all these details and original looks, and then they do it for a while. Everyone likes it. There's no issue. They go for a rebrand. It hits the tank. It's like terrible. Then they even get they get simplified even more. And then, you look back 20 years and it's like, wow, the logo you had 20 years ago
was the best one.
Rocked.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're seeing. But no, the Rockets was one that really stuck out. The Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons had one of those great logos where it was
something happened in the NBA where all these logos were like, we need to have a basketball in the logo. Otherwise, people aren't going to understand it's a basketball team.
Right.
Pacers, basketball in there. Pistons, basketball in there.
Yeah.
Rockets, basketball in there now.
Like the Pistons,
Raptors, there's a basketball now.
The Pistons had that mean looking horse with the actual pistons of a car, with the cool font Pistons. In Detroit, obviously, and then now they have just a blue red colorway with Detroit Pistons on a basketball. Very bizarre. Houston Astros. They used to be the Colt 45s back in the day. Then
how could you go away from that?
It's crazy.
You're the Colt 45s, and you're like,
no doubt. Well, the
Houston Astros.
Their logo was a revolver or a 6-shooter.
That'll work.
It'll play. No doubt. But then they changed to a logo with the Astrodome on it. Really cool, original. Then they kind of simplified that with bigger letters. Turns out really cool. And then they went through this weird phase with
they lost themselves.
The navy and gold, which that was kind of like a turn back the clock. The 90s had to have been a weird time. I wish I would have been around.
Well,
but you can tell in a lot of these, like it's a futuristic take on these rebrands during the 90s. Like they thought it was, what is it, Y2K? Y2K had the people tripping.
Well, you think about when people talk about fashion. You ever hear anybody talk about, like, especially girls, like, oh, 70s fashion, 80s fashion. You hear
Leg
one
warmers.
person talk about, man, that 90s fashion,
bro.
I'd do anything to go back to 90s fashion.
Like, I feel like I bet that era had like the Pit Viper look, like the Pit Viper glasses. They probably had like, that was their era, but like with everything, not just glasses.
Well,
you know what I mean?
They're very like entering this tech stage.
Yep.
And some of the looks, to your point, looked overly futuristic.
And this one, they stuck with the star design. This one is actually a very underappreciated rebrand.
It's simple.
It's very nice. The script,
star.
I think script always wins in baseball. It always wins. Look at Nebraska script. That's the prettiest thing in all the land. And then they now just have a very simple Houston Astros with the star and the H.
Simplified.
Which it's fine. I'm not mad at it, but you just look at the artistic detail and the, of all the other ones, and it's kind of mind-boggling. And that's what you get in a lot of these rebrands.
Well, I think, and it was never my major. I think people in those positions for marketing, like I wonder if it's one of those things where they try so hard to please everyone that they don't take any risk at all. And
just play it safe.
Yeah, and that's everything gets more simplified because, like, you might get some people that say that the old Astros logo is ugly. Like, just straight up, they think it's ugly.
Yeah.
The one today, worst case scenario, you feel neutral about it.
Right. Right.
Same thing with Jaguar.
It's cut and dry. They went back to their normal colorway. It's now just very simplified.
Yeah.
It doesn't step on anybody's toes.
But to the cost of it, you're not catching anybody's eye.
But you know who has to be the one dog in all the worst rebrandings? If you go back, you look back, you think Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jordan, the Utah Jazz.
Clean.
Okay, the Utah Jazz, that purple and blue with the mountains. One of the crispiest logos, the jersey designs. No, Utah Jazz.
Oh yeah,
I'm thinking Utah Jazz. Well, take a look
Jazz
at this.
had that too. I thought that
Look
was
at this.
Denver's thing.
Look at the Nuggets had great.
Yeah, Utah.
Look at that.
No, I agree with you.
The Utah Jazz has taken their brand and dumped it. They're working with a black and yellow. You'd think they were the Steelers now, with just a blank Utah Jazz on their alternates, and then the basketball with the little thing. I mean, you hate to see that. You hate, and I know that's meant to look like a trumpet or a brass instrument or I know it's something musical. Whatever. Woodwinds, freaking strings. You name it. It's musical up there in Utah. But no, terrible rebrand nonetheless. Hey, Harrison, it was a great night, brother. Always is. On to the
Absolutely.
next, my friend. This has been UnKut. Take care.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees.